Look, 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 look. What an amazing sight. Some tarts this good that are prepared very, very easily. Don't miss it. Hello?
Today we're going with a great dish. Actually, not just one, but 3 great dishes. If you want to have
2 simple things
to share and leave everyone amazed, don't miss today's recipe. Super easy and very impressive. The first thing we're going to do is prepare the molds we'll use. You can use individual molds, cupcake molds, tartlet molds, or a tray like the one I have here. As you can see, all I do is
prepare it is
spread oil well on each of the little holes so that later unmolding it will be super easy.
On the other hand, we take a large bowl and add 2 generous tablespoons of spreadable cheese or cream cheese. We're gonna beat this really well so it gets even creamier, really creamy. And here we add 3 large eggs, size L, salt to taste, and the same with pepper. If it's freshly ground, even better. And we'll mix it once more, and we're going to give it a good stir so everything comes together. So remember to scrape the sides and the bottom, and yes, stop beating once it's mixed. 300 milliliters or 1.5 cups of evaporated milk, which mixes in no time. Alright, we got this. Now what we're going to do is place empanada wafers in each of the little spaces we have in the mold, or in cupcake molds, whatever you have on hand. The thing is, these are short crust pastry doughs, which are already sold in this format, but if you take a large one and cut it, that's fine too.
Now that we have everything ready and the cream is made, all that's left is to assemble each one, and you'll see that each will have a different flavor. Several options for a result that's always fantastic. Let's get started.
For the first 4, I'm going to put a little bit of grated cheese at the bottom. I use mozzarella cheese, but you can use whichever one you like best. I'm going to add a bit of surimi, or the typical crab sticks, chopped up like this at the bottom, just a little in each one. Just 1 stick for all 4 should be enough, I think. To give it a bit of flavor, on top we're going to add some of the cream we whipped up earlier. So we take a ladle and another ladle, and if you want a little more on each one, there it is, filling up. Then we put a little more of the same grated cheese on top, or a different one if you want to change it up. The idea is to put a little bit so it looks like this, nicely placed on top, and we decorate with a shrimp. There you go, a shrimp, a prawn, whatever you have. Look how fresh it looks. Just as fresh as this vegetable, spinach. You won't believe how good it turns out. Put some washed spinach at the bottom, then a little bit of ham cut into very small pieces like this. It gives an amazing contrast. A little bit of grated cheese, the same as before. I'm going to use the same one for everything. And some of this cream we prepared. Let's go ahead and fill the tartlet. The same with all 4, of course. Now let's top it off. How? Also with cheese. There you go, a little bit on each one, not too much. A bit of spinach, there you go. This goes on all 4 as well, and a little bit of ham like we put inside. That's perfect, just a few small pieces, you don't need to add much. Keep in mind it's salty and we don't want it to overpower the flavor. A little touch of cheese on top and we're done. Alright, the third ones. Cheese at the bottom, a bit more this time, a good amount. Because we're going to make the cheese and bacon ones, so on top, bacon also cut into small cubes. Alright, put it in. Now let's cover it with cream. How tasty, how easy, and how quick they are to make. We fill all 4 and top them with more cheese. There it is. 1, 2, wait, let me leave a little bit out. And the third and fourth ones also with cheese on top, and of course more bacon. We want maximum flavor, so here we go. If you don't have bacon and want to use pork belly or lard, it's all the same to me. It doesn't matter, it works for me. Perfectly, and voila, we already have the 3 types prepared. Let's bake. I have the oven preheated to 120 degrees, 80 degrees Celsius, which is 355 Fahrenheit. I place it on the lower middle rack, and let's get baking. We're going to leave it until it looks something like this. Impressive. It depends on your dough and temperatures. Even the mold can affect the time a bit. In my case, it took 30 minutes. But I'm telling you, that can change a lot. You have to keep an eye on them, look how they look, what colors, and what a nice variety. Once they've cooled down a bit, you can take them out of the molds. I like to run a little butter knife like this around the edge, just in case there's some cheese left, so it doesn't stick and doesn't break. We put them all on a tray and take them to the table to enjoy. Today we have different tartlets, little pastries. I don't know what you want to call them, but they're really delicious, perfect for sharing. Don't tell me you don't feel like taking a bite out of this tray. A very simple recipe that also allows you a ton of different combinations. Look how amazing it looks. Just one bite won't be enough, because right away you'll want to have another and another and another one. The only issue is you might eat the entire tray yourself.
Here you are enjoying this true marvel. Here I leave you the list with the exact ingredients and quantities so you can enjoy it. That fast, just like me. But remember two things. First, this filling goes with everything. So let your imagination run wild and use it with whatever you want. I've told you 3 different versions, but I'm sure you'll come up with a really tasty one. So I'd appreciate it if you tell me down below, and also let me know what name you'd give it. Savory Tartlets, for example. I don't know, let me know below. Together we'll find the perfect name, one that's just right for you. Some of the recipes on the channel, I have hundreds. I'm sure you can find your next favorite recipe here. And if what you're looking for are sweet recipes, remember my other channel, the one for desserts and sweet things for those with a sweet tooth, which is called Golosolandia. And I'm here to eat because this is delicious.